What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Man, just wanted to come on and do a message real quick. You know, I'm driving right now, obviously, so I won't be too long. But I just can't get this part out my mind, man. It's like the universe is just speaking to me, and this is, you know, not everything I want to cover. But this is most definitely something I wanted to address, man. You know, why is it that while the spiritual community, and again, disclaimer, if this is not you, do not take no way to it. If this is you, this is not, you know, belittling you, but this is just something to put some fire under your feet, right? Why is it that while the spiritual community is, you know, doing love jars, doing harms and hexes on their exes, right? Burning crystals and sage, you know, for things that doesn't really, for mundane things, basically, right? All the while, the world around us is gathering for a massive change that's going to change the world forever as we know it, right? While we sitting here, you know, foolish wand waving, right? We at full-blown war, right? Like, I know a lot of people are healing. That's one thing. But we got to patch those wounds up and spiritually survive, right? We got to patch those wounds up. Okay, now, again, all I see on spirituality, whether it's TikTok, you know, Facebook, whatever, we still doing low-level magic and ain't getting no high results, right? Our character isn't changing. Our circumstances damn sure ain't changing. These spiritual groups and covens and cliques and quote-unquote communities are all failing. Members' lives aren't changing. Character is not developing. And all we doing is going back and forth of, whose lineage is better? Or, who's initiated? Who, you know, who's who, what's what? I mean, just pure mundane. When you got underworld civilizations being built and waiting for your black ass to be killed, right? You got the world around you is literally way more advanced than what you got going on. The little magic that we still doing, just holding crystals in our hand, guys, we got to expand. We are about to go through a major shift where we have to really put our differences aside, right? And really, truly unite, for real. And it's 2022, quote unquote, because, you know, all this whole time calendar is some fake stuff. It's all BS, right? It's 2022, and we still don't know what to do. We still debating and doing things that really make no sense. While quote unquote elite is moving their feet to the beat of the drum. You see what I'm saying? World power is moving, and we still sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Doing low level magic. And it's to the point where it's like, guys, when do we really truly transform? When do we truly become gods and gods again? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? And what's happening? What's truly going on? Are you stuck in your little magical bubble? You know, your little you know, like this is not to be negative at all, but I just really see that we are headed down the wrong path, And a lot of people are using magic for a shortcut to get over their shortcomings versus actually tapping into their divine power, right? And actually trying to really do what you can for the global scale, right? Because right now, guys, it ain't looking too good, man. It's just really not. You know what I mean? If you really pay attention to what's going on, we are super behind. Nobody, well, I don't say nobody, only a handful of people really truly called out the pandemic before it happened. A lot of oracles, a lot of people did get that message. I'm glad I was one of them. And I didn't really know how it was going to necessarily all play out. But for years, we've been knowing what's coming. And we right smack dead in the middle of it. And the pandemic took so many people down, and people are still trying to recover from it, right? But now that COVID is quote unquote over, or not as you know, it ain't spiking, we back to, you know, our foolish charms. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm speaking to, you know, people that maybe should know better. For those who don't, who just necessarily coming into spirituality, starting with, you know, some of the basic things, you got to start somewhere, so that's great. But if you've been on this spiritual path, man, 5 years or more, and I'm just, again, just generally speaking, and because it's not a technical time, when do we transform? When do we make that super change in ourselves? Because trust me, I'm talking to myself too. And I'm talking to the people that know me. And if you don't know me and this message finds you, then it can apply to you if you wanted to. But for real, y'all, what, like, every witch, quote unquote, I don't see nothing but witch, you know, hood witches, you know, doing rituals for hood ninjas, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's doing rituals to stuff that don't even really matter. You know what I mean? Like, why not put the spirits to work to do something that really, truly matters, right? Even in basic witchcraft, a lot of them tell you that you shouldn't do magic for personal gain. If it ain't dealing with the collective, it's nothing you should do. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, y'all, man. I've been getting a lot of information, a lot of channels, and we got a lot to do. And we cannot just continue to think everything is going to be okay and resolved because we got candle magic. You know what I'm saying? How you going to attract, you know, this new money if it's digital? You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to do a lot. We got a lot to do, y'all. So, you know, again, this ain't to be negative. And if this even offends you in any type of way, you most definitely should be, you know, doing something to build yourself more. You know, but when you really see where we at in life, and like really, truly, what path are you on? And I know most people, we still dealing with day-to-day stuff. We can barely even focus on studying and learning and, you know, meditating for 5 hours and, you know what I mean, really, truly, you know, getting into it because we still dealing with the day-to-day monotony of bills and work and yada, yada, yada. All a distraction. All a distraction. An intentional distraction. An intentional lockdown. Intentional mind control. When are we going to get past it? You know what I mean? So, again, I love you all. And if this pandemic didn't show you anything, man, I hope this next thing might. I know this next thing will. Because this next thing that's coming down the pipeline, it ain't gonna be pretty for none of us. We have to step our game up, people. And this is, you know, coming from the heart. This message is coming from the heart. Talking about heart chakra. Man, listen, if somebody love you, they want to protect you. So I'm speaking as a protector of my people, as a protector of this divine knowledge and information, as a protector of the principle, right? And that's why I do what I do. That's why I don't do a lot of glamour-y, commercially type of stuff, because I want to be real, raw, and rigid. You know what I mean? I don't, this is not just some business. It's really not. You know what I mean? But we got to really do better, and we got to really look at this thing like, yo, what really are you fighting for? You know what I'm saying? What's your true purpose? What's your true call? What's your spiritual why? You know what I mean? And you got to get prepared and really ask some really, really deep questions that challenge you right now. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Because if you don't get mad, nothing's going to change. You're going to stay the same. And you're going to look up, it's going to be the third pandemic, and you're going to be like, man, what happened? And you know what I'm saying? Social media shut down. Shoot, that's your whole everything. So again, man, I just want to put some messages out there. I love you all. Hope all is well. Peace and blessings, and I share.